this Friday on It's Party Time.
Good evening, I am Mark Steele with your CBC Sports World. The Lyme Under-15 cricket semi-finals are set to bowl off tomorrow. Defending champions Nichols, Bacon, Combermere will come up against their arch-rivals Harrison College at Friendship, while the Allen School will play against Queen's College at Desmond Haynes Oval. Defending champs Combermere and the HC actually were in Zone A together in the preliminaries, so they know each other. College won that zone with 38 points, while Combermere were runners-up with 31. Now, in their zonal matchup, College got first in his points in a drawn game. Combermere's head coach, Roddy Estwick, believes, however, that if his team stays focused and follow the game plan, they should do well.
Our strength is our togetherness in our organization. That, as you can see, we're busy working very hard at the moment, and all the boys are here. And once we can stay together and focus and follow the game plans, we should be okay.
HC's captain, John Lee Jordan, is confident that his squad is prepared, and once plans are executed, his team can get over the defending champions once again.
Our approach for this game, we've just been highlighting our strengths and weaknesses to each other and trying to work on them so that we can just perform well. I think that we can win this game and get through to the finals once we just execute the plan and just play our normal game.
Meanwhile, in the other semi-final, Allen are the representatives from Zone C after being tops with 33 points, while Queens are the reps from Zone B after finishing second to the now eliminated Foundation with 36 points. Allen's coach, Anthony Headley, says his squad has been playing extremely well, and he believes they have a good chance of winning.
This team strategy we've been following for the whole season: make a lot of runs, bowl out the opposition. That's it. No fancy strategies. It's a semi-final. Just got to keep playing the cricket you've been playing all along.
QC have also been preparing well for the playoffs, and they're ready for the Allen Challenge.
For what I have seen in terms of Allen, they have a very good batting side, and they've done pretty good in the under-15 so far. So we know for sure people like Shaquan, Glasgow, and a couple of the other guys have been doing very well. So we know we're up for a challenge for sure.
Both semis start at noon. Moving on now to swimming, Lani Cabrera finished down the pack in the women's 200-meter freestyle at the ongoing World Swimming Championships in Kazan, Russia. Competing in Heat 2 today, Cabrera was fourth in 2 minutes, 7.75 seconds. Now this placed her 52nd overall and therefore didn't advance her into the final. Team Barbados returned from the Special Olympics World Games in Los Angeles last night, and CBC's Marsha Boyce has a report.
17 medals, including 8 gold, 16 ribbons. The Barbados team returned home laden with awards from the Special Olympics World Games in Los Angeles. Excited family and friends, along with officials from the National Sports Council and the Barbados Olympic Association, among others, were all on hand to welcome home the contingent at the Grantley Adams International Airport after a superb performance at the Games.
Wow, we had an excellent showing in Los Angeles. I mean, all of the Special Olympics athletes did their country proud. They did well, they performed at their best, and they had a wonderful cultural experience in Los Angeles. I would say that it was extremely warm, obviously hotter than the summer in Barbados, so we had to be on a lot of liquids, lots of water and lots of liquids to keep the athletes in good tip-top shape.
Track and field accounted for the most medals as a discipline, and head coach Roger Dial couldn't have been happier with the performances of the athletes.
This competition is not a simple competition. It is very, very intense, very high quality, and actually some of these athletes are running at Pan Am Games and CAC Games and so on. They're actually competing for their countries in other meets, international meets. So our athletes doing so well in this competition shows that we can compete at that level also. Going into the last day, a few of the athletes did not have any medals. So we were planning. We knew that if they just take the baton and run, that we would have won. But again, we are dealing with challenged people, and they were very, very nervous at first. But when I was able to go and watch from different vantage points, and the plans that we put in place was executed perfectly. They just really ran really fast.
Barbados also impressed with a silver medal in seven-a-side football.
The boys came into the competition with a lot of skill, a lot of confidence, but teamwork was what really pulled us together. We had our first game against Hong Kong and we were beaten. And I think that was a catalyst because the boys really stepped up their performance since then. And I think from since then we were just doing very well. And it's all because of teamwork.
Awards were won in all of the disciplines in which the Barbadians participated, with competitors in bocce, aquatics and golf all doing Barbados proud. Marsha Boyce, CBC Sports.
Thomas Bach, the president of the International Olympic Committee, says they will act with zero tolerance if allegations of widespread doping in athletics are proven. Media reports over the past few days have alleged that there has been an extraordinary extent of cheating in track and field, with published data reports said to be from 5,000 athletes. Meanwhile, Amin Diak, president of the IAAF, says that the suggestion that the governing body was not taking the allegation seriously was, in his words, laughable. Some in the sport are comparing this saga to the doping crisis in cycling and the International Cycling Union's poor handling of their issue.
Olympic triple jump champion and world record holder Jonathan Edwards told the Telegraph newspaper, the key thing for me is not who the athletes were or who missed out on a medal. It's what on earth the authorities were doing. It's got haunting echoes of the UCI. It's the guardians of the sport who really let cycling down because they could have stopped it but didn't. They were complicit.
I think it's important to remember that these are allegations at this stage, a newspaper and a television report. That said, I mean, the number of athletes involved and the size of the database, 5,000 athletes, 12,000 results, that's enormous. And the two experts involved, Robin Parisotto and Michael Ashenden, are amongst the world's leading experts. They're very serious people, and this needs to be taken seriously. But I don't think we're at the stage yet, for example, when the Festina team was ejected from the Tour de France in 1998. We haven't reached that level yet, and this needs to be investigated. WADA have appointed their independence committee headed by Dick Pound, their founding chairman, to look at it. I think we need to wait and see what that says. But, I mean, the allegation, as I understand it, is that 55 gold medals from the Olympics and the World Championships over the last 10 years, the results have been affected by doping. If that is right, then, and that is what is found once this has been fully looked at, then you can see that perhaps we could get to the kind of public crisis of confidence in athletics that there was in cycling, yes, but we need to wait and see.
In football, Arsene Wenger earned his first ever win over Jose Mourinho as Arsenal defeated Chelsea 1-0, this in the Community Shield at Wembley over the weekend.
Wenger had never beaten a Chelsea team managed by Jose Mourinho, coming up unlucky the previous 13 times. Well, it was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain who he's got to thank. He was the one who proved the difference.